Hello, my name's Dave Bignell and welcome to my Wii review of Wii Sports Resort. It is indeed the 23rd of July 2009. I have got mine early! Thank you game.co.uk. Little plug there, but they sent it to me early, so I'm very happy. Now, Wii Sports Resort is a collection of 12 games that take place on a very exciting tropical island. And I will be doing my review over a few different parts. So this is part 1. I'm not sure how many parts I'm going to do yet, but I didn't want to do the whole thing in just one 10-minute video because like I say, there's 12 games and I'd just be rushing through them at breakneck speed. So I just wanted to make sure I went into each game with a bit of depth. Now, part 1 is indeed this part. I'm going to give you a brief overview of Wii Sports Resort, talk about the Wii MotionPlus, and show you the first 2 games. And they are Swordplay and Wakeboarding. Now then, Wii Sports Resort, eh? On the title screen, if you've played a few of the games, you appear, and presumably other Miis that have played the games will appear, and all your achievements will roll down the bottom. What's really good when you play a game on Wii Sports Resort, your high scores get recorded, and you're constantly trying to beat your own high score or your friends' high scores that have played this. And you also collect stamps, which are personal achievements that you can get, which are specific to the games. For instance, on Swordplay, if you manage to hit everyone in a certain level without getting hit yourself, you earn a stamp, that kind of thing. Now then, the most important thing that makes Wii Sports Resort possible is this little crazy white box called the Wii MotionPlus that clips underneath your Wii remote. And they've even give you another jacket as well, so it all fits in very nicely. It extends the length of the Wii remote a little bit, but it's no problem at all. No problems at all. I thought when this would go on, it would make it really weird, but actually being a little bit longer, not a problem. Also fits the little strap here very nicely, in that little bit there. Very good. Very well done. So they've thought about that. Worked perfectly. It's really, really good. Now the Wii MotionPlus, just in case you don't know, replicates your movement in a more 3D way on the screen. So everything you do now with the Wii remote gets copied perfectly, in my opinion, in the game, and it makes all the difference. I don't think a lot of these games would have been half as good before the Wii MotionPlus. For example, archery on here. There's a version of archery on Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, and that really does show you the difference between using the Wii MotionPlus and a game that was trying to do the same thing without it. So this copies everything you're doing on the screen, which in my opinion does make some of the games a lot harder because your faults are also picked up. Every little movement, every little fault in how you're moving is picked up. But it completely immerses you in the realism of the games. It's fantastic stuff. Now let's have a look at what sports are on Wii Sports Resort. I'm going to do this a bit like a weather person. Right, we have got Swordplay and Wakeboarding, which are the 2 games I'm going to be looking at in this part. We've also got Frisbee, archery, basketball, table tennis, golf, bowling, power cruising, canoeing, cycling and air sports. Lots and lots of things to be getting on with there. So let's take a look at Swordplay. And what I'm going to do, because I can't easily replicate sort of me playing the game and the screen at the same time, I'm going to show you first me playing it along the television here while the game's playing, so you can see the movement, because that is one of the most important things about Wii Sports Resort, is how your movement is replicated. And then I'm going to show a nice close-up of the screen so you get a better view of the gameplay. So here we go, Swordplay. There's quite a bit of calibration you have to do on the Wii MotionPlus when you first start it, just to make sure it's all accurate. One of the main things you have to do on a lot of these mini-games is when it asks you to, you have to point the remote into the middle and press A, just to make sure that that's your default position. Now then, watch this! You can hit him! Over there! You just beat the person up, it's brilliant. However you're moving the Wii remote, accurately is represented on the screen. I hope you can make this out quite well. So I won that one. I'm still on beginner, so it's very easy at this stage. I'm sure it gets much harder. So everything I'm doing with the Wii remote is being perfectly represented on the screen. It's just absolutely amazing stuff. Stop hitting me! Can get quite violent, this one. So the first mode of Swordplay you saw me playing there was Duel, and that can be played either one player or two player, and in two player it works a bit like boxing on Wii Sports, where you have split screen and you're both looking at each other from the perspective of your Mii. Now the one that's showing now is Speed Slice. Also this can be played one player with a computer player or two players, and you're trying to slice these different objects the fastest you can, but accurately where the arrow is pointing. Now this, the same as Duel, the controls are absolutely brilliant, and like I say, this really shows off what the Wii MotionPlus is capable of. The next mode on Swordplay is Showdown, and this can only be played one person at a time, so there's no sort of two-player thing going on here. So what you have to do here is cross different stages and smack the people with your sword, basically. Really, really good. This is one of my favourite modes in the whole of Wii Sports Resort. This is absolutely brilliant. And it also gets a lot of aggression out. If you've got any aggression, this is a good thing to get it out. So it's quite therapeutic in that way. So you walk around and you smack people with your sword. Now you don't control the actual movement of the Mii, that's done by the computer. So basically when you get a person in front of you, just keep hitting them, and they will try and defend themselves, but just keep hitting them until they fall over. This is really good. The whole of Swordplay, absolutely fantastic. A really, really good way of showing off what the Wii MotionPlus can do. What I would like to see is a game by LucasArts of Star Wars. Imagine this, but with a lightsaber. That would be absolutely brilliant. I think there are rumours that they might be working on something like that. I'm not sure if it's actually something they're doing or just people wishing that would happen. So that would be absolutely fantastic. So let's hope something like that comes out. Okay, now we have wakeboarding, and you hold the Wii remote like this. You tilt it left and right to steer your thing, and you go up like that to make a jump. Now basically you have to steer into the waves and jump and land flat to earn points and make some impressive jumps. So here we go. There I am. And I've got Zippy on the boat, I don't know if you can see that. That's always good. Whoop, that was rubbish. There we go. Do you want to try and land flat again?
Wow! Right on! Whoa! Nice!
So again with wakeboarding, very easy controls to pick up, a lot of fun, and it's quite easy to score points on here. It's quite relaxing. Good game, and up to 4 players can play this, so excellent stuff. Now those of you that have Wii Fit, and in particular have tried the jogging on Wii Fit, you may have noticed that where you jog around on Wii Fit is indeed the same island that Wii Sports Resort is based. So that's really nice, it keeps it all in the same world. And obviously one of the biggest advantage of Wii Sports Resort, other than the Wii MotionPlus, is being able to use your Miis, which I think quite a few Wii games do miss out on that opportunity. There's something fun about it actually being you on the screen. It immerses you that much more, coupled with the Wii MotionPlus that's already immersing you in there with the most accurate controls I think I've ever seen on a game. All the games on Wii Sports Resort have to be played with the Wii MotionPlus, but don't worry because the game comes bundled with a Wii MotionPlus and the extended jacket, so you can safely play the game. It all comes bundled with one of those. If you want to play 2-player or more than that, I would recommend getting a second Wii MotionPlus, so you can play games multiplayer at the same time. You can also buy, up to 3 or 4 Wii MotionPluses for your other remotes if you really want, but I think 2 is sufficient because most of the games you are just playing 2 players at the same time. Thank you very much for listening and watching. My second part of the Wii Sports review will be coming very soon, so please subscribe to my channel to be updated.